So I've just been invited to share a little bit about my chart, and this is a really funny thing for me because I've referred to myself and just what a pain in the ass I can be, literally, for anybody that's in this experiment. And so this is a basic outline of my chart. It only has the centers defined. You'll notice that I have the open sacral, the open emotions, the open ego, and the open throat. When I was in the not-self world, and even when I was doing that first series of videos, to be honest with you guys, I was completely ramped up on sacral energy. I was trying to keep everyone laughing so that I could feel good. That's what all the joking was about, guys. It's not that I don't laugh now. It's just that I don't feel like it's my responsibility to keep everyone laughing. And then I had the open throat, the ability to express all this energy that was running through me. And, it was a real... my gift now is still to be able to sit here and talk with you guys and express myself. It's not like I've lost what the gifts were. But before, I was completely amped up and I was trying to prove myself. I wanted you guys to like me, I think if you start to watch this video series, you'll realize that a lot of that is faded. I actually don't really care if you like me now. I like myself, which is quite an accomplishment, actually, and I'm becoming a bigger and bigger pain in the ass as the days roll by. I can assure you of that. I mean, what I see and how clearly I see and how sharply I can hit. I mean, it is. It's radical, man. How about this? I wouldn't have me for a friend. I wouldn't have me for a close friend. I might have me for a friend to help me with my design, but I wouldn't want to be close to me in my life. I see what the poor people in my life have to put up with, Don't ask me anything because you're about to get what I see is wrong, And the reason is I've got this 1858 down here, which is this fuel to be intuitive, but it's through the channel of judgment, this insatiable judgment to perfect form, and this is the perfection of form. It carries on from the spleen and gives me my direction. So this little piece keynoted would be this fuel to be intuitively judgmental in order to bring perfection to myself and to my experiment. And this is all experiential. That's why I tend towards the experiential side of this stuff. It's like, that's me. I'm here to test and retest and test again in order to perfect. And it's insatiable. It'll never be perfect, and I'll never be done with it, But when I was living in the not-self, that carried over to the need to prove myself. And again, I would joke constantly with my open throat needing attention and my open emotions wanting everyone to be happy, fueled by all the energy I was around. You could totally see, just watch the old videos. I mean, I'm not saying the information's bad. The information's pretty good. But what was happening inside of me mechanically wasn't quite there yet. And I may be saying the same thing in another 5 years or 2 years or whenever we do our next set. But I'm feeling pretty close to home. I mean, there's something that clicked. I'm much cleaner in my frequency now. And then I've got this mind. It's totally cut off from all this. It's a big split. It takes at least 3 gates, and those of you in human design will understand that. But I've got this large split, and then I have this inspirational mind. So I've got this beautiful mind that never shuts off, that's always going over and over stuff and figuring things out and looking at things, and it wants to inspire, wants desperately to inspire, and that's why it was hard to shut up. That's why, not only because of the open throat, because the projector wants to be recognized, I was dealing with, the need to be recognized. I wanted people to see me. I wanted people to like me and think I was cool. I wanted everyone to be happy so I could feel good. I wanted to be in the generator club and keep up with everyone, and that wasn't me. It wasn't me, It just wasn't me. There's one other thing I'd like to say. So, basically keynoted then, here's this fuel to be insatiably judgmental through my intuitive body in order to perfect form. And in that perfection, and me riding along uniquely in my own trajectory in life, having the view, my own unique view, which is what you're getting today, especially in these perspective pieces, to inspire you to do the same for yourself. If you invite me, if you ask me, and you really see me, and you like me, and you dig me, and you go, wow, the guy's crazy, but let's, I dig what he's saying, and he seems like he's really being honest, and, I'm not selling anything, I'm not for sale. And that's a really trippy thing to be able to say. If someone's wrong for me, my spleen says you're bad, my judgment says you're not good for me, it ain't happening. I don't care what you pay me. And if my spleen says you're healthy for me, I'll bleed with you, man. I will go to war with you against your own demons that you're going to have to face. Because again, in the beginning, this is easy and fun, you know. At first it can be shocking, I admit, and then you start to enjoy it. But as you go further and further in, man, to have someone there, you know, I had teachers there that brought corrections at the right time. And it's actually how I show love, you know. It means I love you if I'm trying to fix you. And it's important that I be invited to do that. I want to share one more thing that I did cover in the centers section, but I'd like to make sure you guys really understand this, is that as I was going through my deconditioning process, you know, first of all, with the open ego and this getting over this need to prove myself and this need for everyone to like me so that I could feel worthy or whatever, and quit making promises and all this other stuff, I felt like when this thing was clearing out, I literally thought I was having heart attacks. I mean, I really did. My friend put the thing to blood pressure, and you know, I was like, you know, I really felt like my heart was being ripped out of my chest on several occasions. Like, and my dad died early of heart trouble, so, and he also had the undefined ego, and it ended up killing him. But in the deconditioning process, you may experience this physically. I had many emotional meltdowns. I mean, just sobbing episodes that went on for longer than I care to admit, to be honest with you. Up to a month last year of just, just detoxing like a junkie coming off heroin or something. And then the open throat this year, you know, I just shut up for like 6 or 8 months. So I didn't realize that I was still operating out of that open throat and that need for attention. When I really saw that, and that it was this energy all fueled through trying to make everyone happy and like me and be funny and witty and think I was cool and all this stuff, you know, when I really shut up, I my throat, I thought, man, I thought I was going to die there too. I mean, I thought something was really wrong with my throat. I went to several doctors. They prescribed all sorts of stuff. And finally, I got a splenic hit that it was just deconditioning. And that's the beauty of this stuff, is that you don't even trust doctors anymore. I don't trust what they say. They wanted to send me to a specialist, and my body said no. And then I was talking with, a good generator friend, the infamous generator friend of mine. I have a couple of infamous generator friends. Actually, pretty much all my friends are infamous at this point, if that means like totally out of the box. I got a splenic hit. It was just deconditioning. And what's funny is not long after that, the pain stopped. But like for 6 or 8 months, I had hot tea and like throat lozenges, those things that you suck on for your throat, almost constantly. And it wasn't until I shut up that my throat started to hurt. It wasn't until I quit trying to prove myself that I started to experience these things that felt like heart attacks. It wasn't until I realized I wasn't my emotions and quit making emotional decisions did I feel, all this emotional detox that I had to go through. And then on the energetic front, I mean, that's just, to be okay just relaxing and reading a book at home this afternoon, which is exactly what I'm going to do after my little 2 hours here while our generator master technician here goes and works for the next 20. I will be reading a book and maybe watering my plants. That's a big afternoon for me now. What you guys got, like this morning for me as a projector, I can give about an hour or two a day of really intense focus, which is about what we've been doing in this series, and that's what you can get from me. And then other than that, I might go to the store and buy some food or, pet my dog or something, but that's about it. So I either do like a reading. I do readings almost every day now, and I give that intense hour and a half to 2 hours with someone, or I do something like this, and then that's it, man. That's it. That's all the energy I got, and I'm baked potato for the day. So again, I got this defined roots, or this defined pressure to be intuitive about bringing perfection into form, and when correctly invited, I can inspire you to do the same. So that's the little piece on Meet Your Guide, and thank you for inviting me to do that one. That was a nice little ending to our series. Mahalo, I hope you guys enjoyed that.